off, $49.95. Just want you to see what's out there so you don't miss anything, because there's so much to see and so much to shop for. Oh, look at how cute these are. Now, that is not a stuffed animal wearing a watch. I just want you to know, because that's a kind of a funny picture. These are watches that come with a key fob that's done in faux fur. So you just get this fun little accent in gorgeous, soft, super plush faux fur. It's going to come with your timepiece, and it's going to be coordinated to match. The key fob is something that you could click onto your favorite handbag or belt loop, or you could even put it on your watch or even a charm bracelet. Comes with that floating heart design, and it's just darling. So that's your gift with this RJ Graziano cuff bracelet. Just to put it all in perspective, all you do is choose the color of the fun little key fob that you want to purchase today, because the watches are just slightly different in color. We've got a gold tone choice that comes with either the pink or I think we're calling this gold tone pink. Let me get this right. This is gonna be gold tone brown, if you like that soft, light brown color. This is going to be gunmetal black. You're gonna get a gunmetal watch with a black faux fur key fob. Silver tone gray, you're gonna get a silver tone watch with a gray key fob. And this is our silver tone blue, a silver tone watch with a blue faux fur pom-pom. Now, by the way, kind of like tassels, pom-poms are back, and they're big, and they're back in a big way. So once you choose your color of your timepiece, choose your size. It's a cuff. There's a small medium that fits up to a 6.5-inch bracelet size, and there's also a medium large that fits up to a 7.5-inch size. There's a round case, a round bezel, and look at how cute that is. Sonia put that on her clutch today, and that's just so fun. You're seeing these pom-poms on handbags from almost all the major designers. They're just really cute, whether it's a clutch, whether it's a crossbody. You could put it on a strap, you could put it on a belt loop. You could put it on your shoes, I suppose, like we did back in the 80s on our roller skates. Or was it the 70s? I don't know. I never actually owned a set of pom-poms, but they were always so fun to look at in the movies. This is, I think, one of the best values in the entire show. And I haven't even talked about the price yet, because I just want you to know what you're getting. And now you can see that it's $19.95 for RJ Graziano, one of your most prolific and one of your most prestigious designers here at HSN. He designs for major collections all over the country, if not the world. And he brings you a very modern timepiece. I love everything about it. You have this round case and bezel. Then you have this beautiful cuff design that hinges. Notice how that opens and closes? So you can go ahead and slip that on your wrist. And it's easy to read the time with that beautiful sundial in the background. Quartz movement, very accurate, very reliable. There's a lot more to talk about, but we've got to do this. We'll take a quick break, and then we come right back.
Boxed makes it easier than ever to celebrate the 4th of July. Stock up on all your party supplies and get them delivered directly to your door by Boxed. They have all your favorite brands like Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Doritos, and more at special HSN discount pricing. First-time customers get 15% off and free shipping on your first order. Plus, get an extra 20% off